this mountain, and I look down and see a world I was once underneath. I stand on this mountain and I look down. My mind is more than it once knew. Then I knew. Then I knew. Then I knew. Then I knew. Now you're here. You're here. You're there. Now everywhere with me. If this is lost, then there's no place I'd rather be than found me see. Found me see. I climb down this mountain and I look around just to see that everyone used to be me. I climb down this mountain and I look around, my mind embracing more than the truth, than the truth, than the truth, than the truth, than the truth. Now you're here, you're here, you're there. Now everywhere with me. If this is lost, then there's no place I'd rather be. Found me sing. Found me sing. I once was blind, but now I see the beauty of the world before me. Now you're there. Now everywhere with me. If this is lost, then there's no place I'd rather be. Now you're here, you're there. Now everywhere with me. If this is lost, then there's no place I'd rather be. And found me sing. Found me sing. Found me sing. Found me sing.
Hello. Kimber was number one. Please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so you never miss a stream. Raging Rabbit Hole. I love that name. Welcome to the channel. Alex Caden, welcome in. Invisible Amy, welcome in. There's our beautiful Paula. Thank you so much for being here. Our newest wrench, we have Mikey as a brain picker. We got Doodle coming in brain picking. Who else we got here in this chat? I just got things selling just right. Oh, something's going on. There's Stormy coming in hot with green hearts and alligators. We got a fight going on in the background. Hello, I'm live, madams. Sorry about that. Happens.
They don't care.
Put
They
two
brawling,
dominant
girl.
women in a room, and that's what happens. Dominance takes over. See, what you thought, dirty girl. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Hey, we've used hoodie strings, engine belts to wipe out the of your craftiness. Wouldn't surprise me. Oh, Lord, beer cans and beer cans and barbed wire here. Ida, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Butterfly Kisses is in the house. Don't Dox Me is in the house. SW Collectibles has joined us this evening. Thank you so much for being here. For those of y'all that are new to the channel, I always like to make sure that I highlight everybody that's in the chat. Without my community, I wouldn't be here. I'd be some crazy lady sitting up here on the front porch with Kimber, and we'd just be chitty-chatting with ourselves. Wisdom Speaks is in the house.
Hi, Wisdom.
Drifty's in the house. Exotic is in the house. You can start now. I'm here. Well, thank you. Thank you, my love. Appreciate that. We got Leslie and Billy in the house. Okay, I'm all the way to the bottom. In the house. That's right. Don't dox me. In the house. So we're going to do a little bit different tonight than probably what everybody else is going to do on YouTube. Instead of doing the anniversary dates of when these two beautiful children were reported missing, we're going to highlight them in memory of Maddie and where is Sebastian Rogers on the last day they were seen. Because I feel like it's important to highlight their stories in a positive manner, and we'll do a little discussing. And if you hang out in the chat at the end of this live, what will happen is you'll be transported through our super secret portal to the next live, which will be featuring Bethany, Vladek Castle's sister, and I'll be dual streaming with the Doodlebug, who's in the house.
Doodlebug
Here with us. If I set it up correctly, it should just zap you straight to the next stream. I've never done a back-to-back like this, so I figured tonight was a good night to see if the secret squirrel super secret portal works. Not to be confused with Lori Vallow's portal. Just gonna say that for disclaimer purposes.
Yeah, let's not go down that rabbit hole. But
That's a whole different rabbit hole.
Yeah, but on a lighter note, before we get started, I did what I told you I was going to do. I watched Gatlin.
Did you? It's the sweetest little monkey.
She's the sweetest little monkey, and I want one now. But Dawn won't let me have the sweetest little monkey because she's the sweetest little baby.
Damn it, Dawn. Look
She's
at Mom
11.
playing teleportation traveling. I figured we would do some traveling tonight. We'll see if it works. It should teleport you guys.
Do you know that capuchins live in their natural habitat? They only live about 20 years. But in captivity, like in a home life, they can live 30 to 40 years. So
That's
I would have
amazing.
to pass the monkey down, but still, she's the sweetest little baby.
Anything that is loved and taken care of in a good home will live for long times. They will love you long time.
She helps her mommy cook dinner.
She's the sweetest little monkey. I love Caitlin.
She like when like her grandma comes over, she'll just start squealing because she's so happy.
I introduced Doodle tonight to Splash. She's a cadaver otter. He's a search otter. It's actually local here.
Yes, I've got to go check out some more Splash videos too. He's pretty. Splash is actually very cool.
That should be a disclaimer, Doodle. You may get your hairpiece ripped out. Or hair plugs, hairpiece. I'm not sure if I decided whether it was a hairpiece or hair plugs. Either way, that warning disclaimer has now been placed in place where it should be placed, I reckon. I suggest you get a Gorilla Glue for your hairpiece. Gorilla Glue is some badass stuff. And did you know that you can fix a boat with flex tape? Just saying. All right, so I did put together a slide for Maddie. Let's see if it'll work. There it goes. And this is a slide that I put together for Madeline, and I'm going to go ahead and share this with you guys tonight. I don't think there's any sound to it, but but we shall see, because I don't remember if I put sound to it or not. I don't think I did. Oh, I did put sound. Look at that. See what happens when you edit videos and you forget what you did? It says, oh, beautiful already. Okay, for anybody that doesn't know, these are rain lilies in this package up here, and these are rain lilies. And if you go on my channel, you can watch the videos of where I planted these rain lilies at Maddie's memorial. This rain lily in the metal container on the bottom, I guess it would be y'all's right-hand corner, left-hand corner, is the rain lily that grew. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that was the day the official death penalty was decided on. And this shouldn't have grown for several months, and it just sprouted one day, and I was sitting on my sun deck in tears. The top two plants that you see up here, these beautiful flowers, are Florida native flowers. We also dug and planted those at Maddie's memorial. And then this real pretty cross is metal, and I left that at her school. I chose to get a metal cross that would weather, so that way if the school did an inside memorial for Maddie, they were able to utilize that piece at their own discretion. So that was the video that I put together for Maddie. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you video brought to you by Hair Club for Men. That's freaking hilarious. I love that.
That was a beautiful tribute and a lovely video.
Thank you so much.
You're very
that's
welcome.
Freaking hilarious. Fuzzy Puss says, don't trust monkeys in general, for real. I have had RL run insurance during my travels. Oh, Lord. They were beautiful flowers, and they got weeded down, but the rain lilies, they grow on their own. So when we go and hang more locks for Maddie, I will let you guys know whether or not they've bloomed again. It's pretty sorry, pretty Maddie, you had no one to protect you. Exotic. That's sadly very, very true. I'm so sorry, Stormy. Please, self-care is more important than anything else. Please do take care of yourself. I was also abused at home and I hurt for her. I'm so sorry. Don't dox me. You have a safe place here. Okay, so this weekend I did unplug. So I did not attend the memorial service for Maddie in honor of her birthday. However, I am going to share with you guys the local news clip, and there is a short video as well. See if I can find how to get me and Kimber back up here. I don't like this being on the bottom. It bothers me. It bothers me. I don't like being on the bottom. It bothers me. Do Stormy, that's because we can relate to her story. Absolutely. Yeah, I understand. I'm sad. It breaks my heart. Thank you so much for being here, JC. I appreciate you coming in. Yeah, anybody that needs to step away, breathe, smoke a cigarette, have an emotional outburst, scream, cry, you're welcome to do so. Thank for everybody that's with us tonight. This live is not going to be too terribly long because, like I said, we do have live TikTok coming up. So hopefully we'll be able to get everything in that I want to share with you guys this evening. So I love the fact that the ad on the top of this is NetSmarts. If you were in our educational live the other night, NetSmarts is a website that you can go to, and it shows internet safety resources and different things if you have children in your home. Okay, it says she was full of life. St. Cloud Community honors Madeline Soto on her 14th birthday. And if you're a religious person or not, it would be what my mother would call her heavenly birthday. And hopefully this is not.
It's been nearly a year since 13-year-old Madeline Soto was found dead on the side of an Osceola County road. And tonight, her community paid tribute on what would have been Maddie's 14th birthday. West 2's tonight, Gabriel shows us the service of remembrance for her in St. Cloud.
She was full of life, and she was trying to find her way.
On what would have been her 14th birthday, people in St. Cloud celebrated for Madeline Soto to show that she forever lives in their hearts.
I hope you're dancing in the sky.
Almost a year since the young girl was killed, the crowd at Lakefront Park on Saturday wore shirts with words reading, "Justice for Maddie, Forever 13, be the voice." One of Maddie's friends wrote a poem about how much she misses her.
But I feel okay knowing you're doing fine up above. I'll try not to cry, I'll try not to shed, but I'll always be lucky you are my friend.
She was someone who loved music, dancing, arts, and journaling. A wall of 100 stuffed animals was on display at the service. They were picked up from the memorial site near the place where Maddie's body was found.
I was there several times when young children would come with a little stuffed animal with their parents and go over and put it on the fence. It was so heartrending.
The community in St. Cloud says the tragic case of Madeline Soto serves as a reminder that they need to work together to better protect young children.
How many times, if ever, those who noticed Maddie's odd behaviors reported her?
I think that parents need more support right from the beginning, because this is happening to children younger and younger and younger.
The St. Cloud police chief says everyone has been heartbroken by this. He shared a letter from the mayor.
The children in our community shall forever feel unconditional support, and their voices will always be heard.
Advocates are working to place a bench in the park in memory of Maddie. Their long-term goal? Building a children's museum in Florida to honor all the lives lost to violence.
Just how these tragic losses came to be, and what can we do to bring these disparities to a decline?
Covering Osceola County in St. Cloud, Sanega Bergadigues, West 2 News.
For those of you guys that don't know, Jenny is Maddie's local advocate. Me and her did have plans to go have coffee, but we've never got around to it yet. But hopefully I'll be able to meet up with her soon and we'll be able to do that. She was a very sweet baby girl. I couldn't watch the court case. Don't dox me. I'm going to, as long as I'm still alive after they get done procrastinating. I will be at the trial, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to have my phone inside. If I am able to have my phone inside, I will do live tweets. I know there's like Kimber and Doodle Wisdom. There's a handful of people that are on my Twitter. So if you don't have a Twitter, I may be able to sweet talk one of them into screenshotting my tweets and sharing them in one way, form, fashion, or another.
Oh, definitely. I'll share them. Like a big dog.
And of course, if I'm not able to have my phone inside, what I'll do is, if you're familiar with Joe Surviving the Survivor podcast, when they take breaks in the courtroom, I will come out and do lives and update you guys on what's going on in the courtroom. I'm writing in preparation, making a video for her. I can't stop crying. I'm so sorry, honey. Thank you so much for being here. Please take care of yourself. Yes, Mike does look good in blue, doesn't he?
Hi,
I
Miss
get worked up when
Barbara.
I hear Jen Soto rock back and forth, so we dropped her close to school, keep protecting him. Just saying. Yep, and if you go back on my channel, you will see that I have been to the condo. We drove the route from the condo to the church, to the school, to the memorial, and this was before any paperwork came out, any docs were released, and shout out to the plunder, the docket, and allegedly speculating for making sure those documents are shared publicly. I've also shared documents as well, but I'm one of the ones that made it through the first 2 pages and said, I'm sorry, but I can't do this, and I shut the live down. Let me get through these comments, and I've got something else I want to add to this before I read this article. If you guys will also notice who was not there or chose not to be on camera, which I'm sure she wasn't there, would have been her mother. Thank you so much, Miss Barb, for being here. Love you, Barb. Yeah, lots of hugs to Ida. Lots and lots and lots of hugs. Lots and lots and lots of hugs. Okay, let me get through this. Sorry if my voice is cracking up a little bit. Said Maddie's case is local to me, and it rips me from the inside out. St. Cloud, Florida. It's been almost a year since 13-year-old Maddie Soto was found dead on the side of the road in Osceola County on Saturday. In a community in St. Cloud, we came together to honor the young girl for her birthday. Soto would have turned 14 years old on February 22nd, 2025. Community members held a service of remembrance for Soto at Lakefront Park. She was full of life. She was trying to find her way, said Nancy Rosca, a resident in St. Cloud, one of the organizers of the service. One of Soto's friends read a poem about how she misses Soto. But I feel okay knowing you're fine up above, the friend said. I'll try not to call, I'll try not to shed, but I'll always be lucky you were my friend. Soto described as being someone who loved music, dancing, drawing, and journaling. A wall of about 100 stuffed animals was on display at the service. The stuffed animals were picked up from the memorial site near where the place where Soto's body was found. I was there several times, and young children would come with their stuffed animal and their parents and come over to put it on the fence, ROGERS said. It was heart-wrenching. Advocates say Soto's case serves as a reminder, and that they need to work together to protect children. How many times, if ever, those who noticed Maddie's odd behavior reported her, said Jenny Mendez, one of the organizers of the service. I think that her parents need more support from the beginning because the happening to younger children, younger and younger. St. Cloud Police Chief Douglas Goerk shared a letter with the crowd written by Mayor Chris Robinson. It read in part, the children in our community shall forever feel unconditional support, for the voices will always be heard. Advocates are working to place a bench in the park in memory of Soto. Their long-term goal is to build a children's museum in Florida to honor the lives lost to violence. Justice means understanding how tragic loss came to be, and we bring disparity to decline, Mendez said. Okay,
I think that museum is an excellent idea because of the fact that
I do too. I think
when all of this happens, it's so tragic. It's so horrible. But people focus on what happened. And I think that the museum will be a wonderful idea because they will honor their lives, how they lived, what the children liked, what they loved to do. So I think that will be a wonderful way to remember these children instead of what happened to them, instead of focusing on that.
I totally agree. I totally 110% agree because sadly when the first came out, you know, Madeline didn't get a Amber Alert. I was at work and Craig got a notification on his phone. I immediately had him screenshot it, send it to me. I went to second break at 2 o'clock. I was reaching out to advocates in the area and search groups and trying to find out if they needed locals because we were headed down there to help search for her. I was told to hold off, not drive down there yet. That law enforcement had said that they did not want people there because they did have search dogs and things like that. So I did not go and help search. After her body was found, we went that following weekend and we went out to Hickory Tree Road. It was surreal. It was very surreal and heavy on my heart. After that, we've been out there many a times. There's live shorts on my channel. The last thing that we took out there to her was cactuses that I did. There's a short on my channel as well of the cactuses that we took out there, and because her flowers had gotten weeded down, so I wanted to bring something, so I went and got a real pretty like metal, almost like an antique type bucket with wooden handles on it, so it could be picked up and removed from the memorial, because I had gotten word that from Jenny actually that they were going to be taking down the memorial because the owner of the property was, I hate to say tired of, but he was done with people coming out there. The stuffed animals that had gotten hung on the fence were weathering really bad. We had took her an unicorn up there, and it was a little statue of a unicorn. And I was in one of the Facebook groups, and I see the unicorn that I'd left for Maddie and from the channel, from everybody here, in this girl's car. And I like to come unhinged. I was like, who the fuck are you? You know, what right do you have? And I was kind of embarrassed, and I'm not too big to say this. It was one of the other advocates. I just didn't recognize her name. And she was like, we took it and put it in her forever box. We've been grabbing the stuff that you leave up here for her and taking it and putting it in her forever box for her permanent memorial. And I was like, oh, okay. Thank you. You know, I apologize. But yeah, I kind of, my blood pressure rather took over, and, you know, because I'm very protective over my families and my cases. And even though Maddie didn't have much family that gave two shits for her other than her dad, it was like, what the hell are you doing? You know, but it was for a good cause. So thank you, Taylor, for coming in. It was for a good cause. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, that's cool then. Thanks for doing that. And I still have a little snail that's from the channel. I look like hell tonight. But I'll turn it on long enough to show you guys. I have a little snail that has a little plant in it, and when they decide where her permanent memorial will be, that will be taken up there from everybody on the channel as well. So for those of y'all that may be new to the channel, we're not here whenever we originally planned it. I swear in 2024 I got less than 6 Amber Alerts all year. Definitely seems like things have changed. I hope so. And I know that there were some new policies put in place with the school as well, where when children don't show up at school, they don't wait till 3 o'clock in the afternoon to contact the parent and say, hey, your kid didn't show up today. Okay, so the video that I have queued up on screen, I'm not going to play the whole thing. It's 30 minutes long, and we only have an hour, and we have another very important young man to get to this evening. And there's a reason I'm not rushing through Madeline, but at this point, she was missing. She was found. The dirt bag sheriff of the Osceola Sheriff's Department released photos of her body, accidentally my ass, on Instagram. Her monster is in jail and her mother is MIA. So I feel like we are Maddie's community, and there are a handful of channels. Eric the Docket, the Plunder, allegedly speculating, are great channels to go and see facts and Madeline's memory and story put out in a respectful manner. I'm not going to shout out any other channels in Maddie's name because those 3 channels are the 3 channels that I personally watch when it comes to document drops, evidence drops, information on Madeline's story. I mean, no ill will or disrespect to anybody else, but that's my own personal feeling, and I will die on that hill. I took a bottle of water to searchers in Texas looking for Athena Strand across the river where I live. Oh, Exotic, you're awesome. Thank you so much for being an amazing human being. I really, really appreciate you. Okay, now that I've rambled, I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to show this, and then I'm going to give some context behind the reason I'm showing this. So this is her paddock post. Leave a love lock here, locks only, please. But it looks like somebody's brought her some flowers out here. And of course it says, please do not put anything on the fence, because the owner of the property here doesn't want anything put on the fence. Right here in this line of bamboo is where the monster, you guys that are here that know the channel, know that I refuse to use his name, but that's where he dumped Maddie's body. That is not why we are here. So I'm going to hand this to the producer. And I'm going to start hanging these up. So make sure they can hear me. Butterfly, let me know. Let him know you guys can hear me. So I'm going to grab a handful and shout everybody out. So this one is the first one I picked up, Butterfly 71, who's
Oh,
in
wow,
chat.
that's funny.
And I put Dash, Dago, and Mom, since you're a part of all of our channels. So we're going to hang your lock on. Your lock is the first one of our locks that's on her post. Here's the keys. So for those of y'all that don't know the history of a love lock, the keys are getting put in a bag because the keys are disposed of after the lock is hung. All right, next we have Mama Bear. Mama Bear is Dago TruCrime's host. We're gonna put Mama Bears on there. Then next we have Zelda. That's one of Dago TruCrime's mods. Her key goes in the bag. Her lock goes on the post. Then we have Frankie TruCrime. If you guys are not subbed up to Frankie Rose, it is the Think Tank. So we're going to throw her key in. Okay, so just so you guys understand what a love lock is, and the person that made it possible for us to have the love locks on the channel, despite being told not to do it, Kimber is the one that donated. Did you just ant me?
No, that was Evie.
Oh, I thought you anted me as a woman.
No, I did ant you, but I was blaming the pibble. Yes, I did send the love locks, and she told me not to, but I did it anyway. Because if you
Because
just
she's
do
a
it,
rebel like that.
yes, I am.
She's a rebel like that. So is Doodle. Hi, Peggy. Thank you so much for being here. My 2 rebel women. I'm just going to put that out there. We're going to leave it at that. So I'm also going to pull this up and show you guys. These are the cactuses that I planted and took out there for Maddie's memorial. So since Maddie's flowers were not longer there, the bulbs will still grow, but the two real pretty flowers are not there. We decided we're going to go a different route. So our newest mod, Vesper Martini, actually had a great idea that cactuses don't need maintenance. So these are going to be Maddie's new flowers. It says cardinals appear when angels are near. So step one, and voila, cactuses for Maddie. The bright green for the channel color, the pretty little cross, and a cactus with some really big thorns on it. In memory of Madeline Soto, Kissimmee, Florida, 2024. Okay, so those were the cactuses that I was speaking about earlier that we potted, planted. I'm not a green thumb person whatsoever. For Maddie, and you kind of saw the little doohickey thing that I put them in. What the hell is that called, Kimber? It's not a vase.
It's called a flower bucket.
A flower bucket. I like that. That works. Flower bucket. Okay. And then I'm not going to show these in full. You guys are welcome to go and view them on the channel. Like I said, we only have about an hour left. So these are all on the channel. This is where I put the cross at Madeline's school. This is by the tree at her school where people had taken flowers. Set it right here. We drove the route to where he dumped her body. And then we go up and turn around so we can park over there. There was a vehicle there, and it seemed like every time we went up there, there was somebody there. Like, that's how many hearts this child touched. And I'm not going to show that guy's house. I think I cut it out anyway, but it's not like his name's not on public documents anyway. That she was found in. This is where she was found, and this was filmed on my phone, so it's not full screen. It's just the upright vertical YouTube. Oh, beautiful little angel. But this shows some of the stuffed animals and things that were taken up there for her. Oh, wow. And then I'm going to skip along to where we planted the flowers for her. Again, don't have a green thumb, so I did the best I could. And I had to put emojis over there because this guy drove by and honked, and I was like, oh, that's so sweet. And then I realized my butt crack was hanging out, so there's that. Because my producer chose not to tell me that my butt crack was hanging out. So they're just censored. But these are the flowers that are in the picture on the slide that I showed at the beginning of the live. And we planted those. Those were bought at Lucas Nursery, which is a famous nursery here in the greater Orlando area. So there's the flowers. Again, the full video is on my channel, and this is kind of funny. So the producer gets sidetracked, ADHD kicked in, and he started filming the cows across the street. It's hard to get good help.
You're like, hello, Earth to Craig, come on.
Thank you, Fuzzy. Thank you so very much. It's a thingy-mabobber. I love it, Doodle. Thingy-mabobber. It's a thingy-majigger-mabobber. This is amazing. All the things you guys have done for her. What a blessing. I love y'all. But I can't stay on here tonight. You're fine, Miss Barbara. Thank you so much for popping in. We appreciate you being here. My heart breaks with this case. It does mine too. So we do have love locks left. So getting back to before I started rambling, If anybody in the chat would like a love lock hung in their name in honor of Maddie on her love lock post, comment in the chat. I got my handy dandy notebook and my inkum pen. I'm going to write your name down. We're limited on the colors. Originally, I let people pick what color of lock they wanted. But when I get the Mustang up and running, we're going to go back out there and hang the locks and do the same kind of live that you guys saw previously of the first round of when we went and done the locks. Just got back from TruCrime Tuesday. Where's Steve? I don't know where Steve is. So Taylor wants a lock. Taylor. Stitchin, just so I know who Taylor is. Butterfly, I don't mind the color of my heartbreak. So Butterfly Kisses wants a lock as well.
JC would like one.
JC would like her name put on a lock as well.
Yes. Josh the Posh.
That's awesome. So Josh the Posh. Josh the Posh. Perfect. And Josh, since you're a mod on Mr. Steve's panel, I can put True Crime Steve, True Crime Web, and I'll put my channel on there as well. It'll be a big M, a small O, and a big M on the back of it because you're part of my community now as well. You have been adopted. So anybody that replay crews the live, if you would like a lock in memory of Maddie in honor of the channel, please comment below this video and let me know. I will add your name to the list, or anytime during this video, just put Maddie Lock. Let me know so I can write your name down on the list. Kimber, did you have anybody you wanted to add to the list?
No, I think we are good.
Okay.
Evie.
We want Evie added, Dawn?
No, Pitbull's in trouble. Mom said, do we want to add Evie to the list?
Sorry, Mom.
Just making sure I wouldn't leave it out, nobody.
No, she's in trouble because she's whining.
Mikey, I don't know if you're still in here. I'm sure Miss Barbara would want one as well. We can always reach out to them.
Exotic Prairie. I'm sorry. Exotic Prairie would like one.
Exotic Prairie.
Mikey, do you want one? I don't think you got one from Dago's.
I don't remember if I don't think Mikey got one.
I don't think he did either. Do you want a lock for Maddie's memorial? Do you want us to put you a love lock on there? It's a lock and we'll put your name on there, and the next time Mom will put your name on there, and the next time she goes out, she'll put it on the memorial. It's one of those locks. It's a love lock.
It's a love lock for Madeline. Did you not see the video I showed?
He said yes, please.
Okay, do you want the last 24 Mikey on it?
We don't need anything. We've got the logs.
I need to know what name you want on there.
We just need to know what name you want. Do you want Mikey? Do you want the last 24 Mikey? You want Mikey?
24 Mikey. Last 24 Mikey.
Yes, ma'am, please.
Okay, and I'll do the same thing I'm going to do with Josh the Posh. I'll put Dago and Mom on the back of the lock.
The last 24, Mikey. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Hi,
Got it.
Mom Christy.
Meta Mom, do you want? I can't remember if I made you one or not, honey. I took like, oh my God, how many locks did I take out there, Kimber? Like 50 locks last time. It was like 40 some odd locks.
Yeah.
That I
Taylor. Yeah, you took a lot. Taylor, she has extra. Because I can't even remember how many came in that bag that I sent you.
It was a big ass bag.
Yeah, it was a big ass bag. It was a big ass bag of locks. That's what we do know.
Madam Mom, let me know if you want a lock for Maddie. And Taylor, I have extra and you need to let me know whose name. Please and thank you. Okay, like I said, we're going to move on to the next subject. And okay, I got you, Taylor. Never mind. Sent me a message. So we're good there. And then Kimber, remind me to message Miss Barbara and ask her.
All right.
If she wants one as well.
Will do.
All right. So that was our tribute to Madeline. I'll DM you. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Just let me know. And then Meta Mom, if you are still here or can hear me, just let me know whether or not you would like a lock for Maddie as well. There's only so much Madeline's case that I can watch. It's too much at times. And Josh, again, I'm with you in that same boat. That's the reason why I started this show out with Maddie, because I'm sure that many of you guys can tell by the sound of my voice, there's a whole lot I want to say, but I'm trying to keep this in a positive light. So I'm just going to stick with what we already talked about, and I wanted to offer those of y'all that may not have been in the channel whenever we originally did the love locks to have a chance to have your name put on a love lock as well. We even have a love lock out there for Nancy Grace, because I reached out to her and asked her. Many of you guys know I've had her best friend. I did an interview with Cheryl McCollum, so Nancy knows who I am, and I reached out to her and was like, do you want one as well? And she did, so we put her one up as well. Okay, so we're now going to move on to our next Mr. Man here tonight. Many of you guys are aware of his case, his story, his name. And I'm going to drop his... Don't dox me. Did you want a lock for Maddie as well? If so, let me know. And I will put you a lock on there as well. I would love to pay for a lock. I've changed my name on YouTube to remain mysterious. Lisa from Arizona. I've got you, Lisa from Arizona.
You don't have to pay for a lock. You do not have to.
No.
She said I would love
Kimber
to.
already
I've already paid. The lock's already paid for. I've already paid for the lock. The locks are paid for.
Okay, don't dox me. I'm just making sure. I don't want anybody to feel like they're left out.
I paid for the locks last year, so the locks do not have to be paid for. The locks are already paid for.
No, they don't have to be paid for. So Lisa from Arizona.
I ordered a big old bag. You're welcome. It was my pleasure.
All right. So this young man is Sebastian Rogers. He was age 15, 5'5", 120 pounds, black long sleeve shirt, black sweatpants, a stripe. He's missing from Hendersonville, Tennessee. He's an autistic child. If you say his name, he will answer you. Please send all tips to 1-800-TBI-FIND.
Do not send them to a YouTube creator.
Tips.
Do not send them to At Night Media.
Bounty hunter.
Or Yes. Or I
or
was
not
just
bright
about to say,
media.
not bright media, and I was just about to say, do not send them to a washed-up bounty hunter that is looking for his 15 minutes of fame. Roof.
Mm-mm. Just
Oh, I'm sorry, I had to throw that in there.
do it.
Don't do
Just
it.
don't do it.
You can either call
All right.
1-800-TBI-FIND, the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, or dial 911.
Don't think
Okay,
I have
I'm
a ticker still for him. I don't have a ticker still for him. Because when StreamYard updated, I think I lost my banners and my tickers, which either way, you guys know it's 1-800-TBI-FIND. If you were here during Summer Wells' case, that phone number, you will probably take it to your grave. All right, so I'm going to show the slide that I made for Sebastian. I'm over here on mute. So the t-shirt that was featured in that slide, Dutchess and Katie got together, had those made. You can pause the live and snip that business card. That is the local business that Dutchess chose to make the shirts. So those, and I just wanted to show a little bit of love and do the same for Sebastian.
Do you remember that video they
Again,
put out? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Do you remember the video? And it was the cutest video of him. It was the one that was put out on and it was shown on YouTube too. It's him, and he's got the tea, and he's got a glass, and he goes, "Green tea." You remember that one? Did you ever see
Yep.
that one? That was
Yeah,
so
I've
sweet.
seen all of them.
It just melted my heart. I've seen them, but that was just I think my favorite, because it was just so real, and he was, just being silly. Just green tea.
Cute. The whole video was cute. It was adorable. When, and he reminds me a lot of Minnie when Minnie was younger, mischievous and liked to scare people and all the things that boys like to do. Right, so I chose to pull up the TBI newsroom first. I'm also going to drop this link in the chat as well. This is where you can find updated and correct information on Sebastian Rogers missing out of Hendersonville, Tennessee. This was updated today, 2/25/2025. February 26 marks 1 year since 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers was reported missing from his Sumner County home. That morning, the Sumner County Sheriff's Office issued a missing persons report to begin efforts to locate Sebastian. A TBI endangered child alert was pushed out and was elevated to a statewide Amber Alert. The TBI special agents from multiple units assisted in the search, along with multiple local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies, including the TBI and Secret Service. These efforts included multiple large-scale searches on the ground, in the water, and from the air. During the daytime and evening hours, residents in the area also conducted searches on their own properties in hopes of finding Sebastian. The TBI continues to assist in the Sumner County Sheriff's Office in this investigation. Our hearts remain with Sebastian's family, friends, and everyone in the community who continues to hope for answers, says Sumner County Sheriff Eric Craddock. This has been a long, difficult journey, but I want to ensure the public that the investigation remains active and ongoing. Our team continues to follow every lead, analyze every piece of evidence, and seek the truth about what happened to Sebastian. While to date there have been no confirmed sightings of Sebastian, efforts to locate him have not ceased. The Sumner County Sheriff's Office continues to review and revisit any information gathered since the investigation began. TBI agents continue to provide assistance in following up on leads, tips, and continue to be submitted and developed as a part of continued investigation. And officials developed information that while Sebastian was reported missing on February 26, 2024, he was last confirmed to have been seen on February 25th, 2024. The Amber Alert poster and the FBI reward poster have been updated to reflect that information and are posted below. I understand that people want answers, and I want to share the community's concern for Sebastian, says Craddock. However, I urge everyone to rely on verified information from law enforcement and not online speculation. The Amber Alert remains active for Sebastian Rogers. Law enforcement continues to consider and investigate any and all options to determine what may have happened to Sebastian and where he may be. Because each tip called or sent in is reviewed, officers are urging people to provide only credible information, as misinformation and false narratives being pushed through some social media channels divert valuable resources and can jeopardize the investigation. We encourage anyone with credible information to provide that through the tip line at 1-800-TBI-FIND. If your tip includes a sighting of someone may resemble Sebastian, please send any photos, and I'm going to include this email. Why won't it let me just grab the email in the chat as well? My chat always is replay. It does not bring up replay. So I want to make sure that that email is also in the chat as well.
But please send your pictures.
The sheriff urges.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
But please send your pictures. But please send your pictures to that email. Don't post your pictures. If anyone's lurking in the bushes, please don't post your pictures on social media of someone that might not be him and risk exposing someone else's child out there. And then it get all over social media and YouTube and everywhere else. Just don't. Because it's not right. That's all I had to say.
The sheriff urges any photographic information be sent immediately as time of essence in relevant sightings. Our investigators are committed to finding the truth, and we need the public's help in sharing only credible information. More information is available throughout this blog. Here is his flyer. This is the official flyer. I do make flyers. This child I have never made a flyer for and will not make a flyer for, as it was requested this flyer be shared when it comes to information regarding Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, age 15. 15, missing from Hendersonville, Tennessee. This is the FBI's flyer. This is also a official flyer. I will leave this on the screen as well, so it can be screenshotted, snipped, shared, whatever you choose to do. This is an official flyer of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers put out by the FBI. It is an official flyer. Cannot stress that enough. And then the rest of this website goes down into the dates. As you see, there is a gap. You have 8/26/2024, which was a 6-month mark. This also talks about the FBI Memphis Field Office. Nashville Resident Agency announced a reward of up to $50,000. The only reward that is out for Sebastian Rogers is $50,000. You can also contact Sumner County Sheriff's Office at 615-451-3838 or TBI at 1-800-TBI-FINDS. Or you can tips to TBI at tbi.tn.gov or contact your local FBI office, the nearest American embassy or consulate to submit a tip online at tips.fbi.gov. And then here are some more photos of the search effort for Sebastian. There's another photo of the mobile command center and the effort for the search for Sebastian. Also on this website, it tells you information, official information about Sebastian. At the bottom of this website, you have photos that are approved by law enforcement and his mother. There's also Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. You can send it in an email. You can reblog this. And all the things are at the bottom of this website. The link is in the chat. I will also make sure this link is included in the description. But this is the tbinewsroom.com website. Okay, so we're not ready for you, Nick. Kimber, do you have any emotional outburst, comments, concerns?
No, I'm all set on emotional outbursts for a little bit.
I'm here, Doodlebug and Mike. Wisdom, we put a lock for Maddie's love lock post for you, didn't we, sweetheart? I think we did. I'm positive we did. Okay, so those that have chose, I thought I could move that little box. I can't move that little box. See, this is why I don't use Facebook. We'll go back to that in just a minute. Let me find this because I'm going to read this. There are screenshots of this. They're floating all over social media. So I'm going to pull up the original post. Where the hell did it go? You gotta be freaking kidding me. Is this it? Okay. So it's probably kind of small on the screen. This is Nick Barris, News Channel 5. I see so many questions. Some I can answer, some I can't, but I will try. Join me Facebook Live right here at 6:30 p.m. Central Time. This was yesterday at 2:05. Your questions, comments on latest 1 year after Sebastian Rogers disappeared. The mystery remains. 1 year ago this week, Sebastian Rogers disappeared from his Hendersonville home. The grim milestone. The longer a child goes missing is less likely the child will ever be found, but no one is giving up. As promised, now is a good time to give you an update on the investigation. Speculation and rumors continue to run rampant on social media. bogus video surfaces, false leads, baseless accusations. If you are hoping for some and new relevation, here you will be disappointed. I am simply spelling out the latest factual details from the closest to the ongoing investigation. The past week, I've spoken exclusively with Sumner County Sheriff Eric Craddock, EMA Director Ken Wilder, District Attorney Ray Watley, and sources inside the TBI. Here now is what they tell me. It is unknown if Sebastian, who would now be 16 years old, is alive or dead after a year. This is not a cold case. It remains active, with detectives chasing down all leads. Sadly, in the recent months, those leads called by the public have slowed to trickle. The case is not a criminal investigation. There remains no evidence of foul play. Sebastian's mother, stepfather, biological father are not suspects and have cooperated. I know people are frustrated. There is not more to tell. The sentiment remains: a 15-year-old boy with autism does not just vanish. Could he have run away? Question mark. Was he abducted? Question mark. How on earth do you explain it? I wish I could, but I can't. Neither can those investigating the case. They have tracked down every leaf, searched every friable area, questioned dozens of people, and have found nothing. Yes, they have theories they can't share publicly, but say there's simply no evidence to support any of those theories. So 1 year later, the mystery of what happened to Sebastian Rogers remains. It is heartbreaking. Call tips to the case to 1-800-TBI-FIND. And I slowed down my speech on some of these pinpoints, not for those in chat, for those in the back that are bottom feeding trolls that have no lives and want to do nothing more than to destroy the integrity of a child's case. People that should be ashamed of themselves for suing each other over a child's case, for getting tattoos of themselves on their body of a child that is not theirs. You are dangerous people. And I tend to question whether or not you are worse than the monsters I cover on this channel. Clip that. Okay.
Hi, Arctic.
Yes, William, thank you. Hi, Jody. Thank you so much for coming in. Arctic, hi, honey. Thank you for being here. Just wanted to make sure I said that loud enough for those in the back that might have shit in their ears.
I think they probably heard that through the shit in their ears.
I hope they did. If not, they sell this amazing creation. It's called beeswax. Little ear burny things that you cut a hole in a paper plate, put it on the side of your head. It sucks the earwax out of your ear.
Sure does.
Ear candle. Thank you. I'm a little upset. So you freaking ass morons that may not have sense enough to understand that you're all a disgrace to true crime. Hi, Paula. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, Josh the Posh. A tattoo of someone else's missing child. You psychopathic woman. Not you, Josh, but the psychopathic woman. Dang late again. Hello, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here.
She knows
Definitely
who
worse,
she
in my
is.
opinion. Gotta go back to my heated blanket and try to break this fever. I'm sorry you don't feel good, honey. Thank you for stopping in, tomboy. I think you may want to say it again.
The psychopathic woman knows who she is. She knows who she is.
You're a disgusting human being. Disgusting human being. And I don't like you being in my state near my children who are grown. But I've already sent out warnings that if they see you, to stop until you pass for fear of being chased down, you crazy woman. Okay. Now that that's done and over with. So this is a video that Nick Barris did. It is a live video where he did a Q&A on the face of books. And Sebastian's case, since there's so much bullshit, speculation, rumors, and freak psychos that have inserted themselves into Sebastian's case. Why did I do that? I don't give a damn who shared it. I want to share the link in my chat for those that have the face of books that would like to go and watch Nick Barris's live. That is the link to the live that Nick Barris did for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, 16 years old, went missing when he was 15. Look, not the first time I've been a psychopathic woman, but I haven't had somebody's kid on me. I wasn't yelling at you, Josh. I promise, my love. You know what said? I gave my friend from Unpound podcast a lesson on the crazy winch. I feel very, very sorry for him. She needs to stick in sampling Vienna sausage behind the Chili's dumpster. I fully agree. And there we go with the green hearts. Thank you, Arctic. Thank you so much. You talking about Big Beaver Betty? Sad, not said. Yeah, you'll be right back, Jody. Well, hurry back, my love. Hurry back, hurry back, hurry back. So all the speculation, the bullshit, I call them the speculation nation, all the trash on Twitter, all the Twitter trolls that want to come after me and say, oh, you're wrong, Mom. It's a criminal investigation. You know what? You're fucking wrong, just like I told you were wrong. Yes, a missing child is considered an investigation because it's a missing child. But there has to be, and I'm going to use a big word, a crime or suspect of an articulate of a crime. You might need to Google that, so I'll give you a few minutes. It's only on 1 minute subscriber mode, so that should be enough for you to Google the big word. But it means that there's no freaking foul play. You weirdos. Okay, now to a lighter note. Here we go. Gonna pull this up. And this is Find Brian Vladic Hassel's Facebook. My heart is with Sebastian Rogers' mom tonight as she faces the 1 year mark her son has been missing. Please share his face out, bringing answers to all that know and love him. Her heart breaks. And then I believe this. Oh.
I love that video. Oh.
We need to cut out the noise and focus on what matters, finding this sweet soul. Bethany, I couldn't have said it better myself. And she
Amen.
probably said it a hell of a lot nicer than what I chose to do on this live stream that I have tried so hard to filter myself, but apparently I have failed miserably at doing so. I love you too, Ida. Thank you so much for being here. Well, wait, if you print off the definition on your thrift store HP printer, Betty. Thank you, Tomboy. I'm sorry you're not feeling well. Oh, man, I had to step away for a second. Well, you're okay, Doodle.
I know, Dandy. Isn't it the sweetest video? It just melts your heart. Just,
Absolutely.
I mean, it's, oh.
Arctic, it's one of my favorites of him too. It's too cute. And I'm a big fan of green tea, so I feel that on a personal level, Sebastian. Mom, that creator who sang a rap song mentioning Sebastian needs an attitude adjustment. You talking about Jonathan? I'm taller than him. I'm just going to put that out there.
And Arctic, I did share your post. I did share your post, your community page post that you did make about Sebastian today, because I did learn that I'm learning things, and I learned that I can instantly share to YouTube. It's amazing.
You can, and she's learning all the things, and we're
I
very
didn't know I
proud
could
of Kimber and Doodle.
I didn't know I could share instantly to YouTube, and I found that button, and I was like, whoa. And then then it took me to my page, and it said share with your audience. And I was like, whoa.
She's
And
doing
then
the thing.
There it was. It had my name. I just had to put some green hearts, and it showed Arctic's post right below under Kimber Crimes. I was like, yes. How slick is that?
How cool is that?
It was cool. I was like so pumped about it.
So Dandy has been in the true crime community for a long time, and it saddens my heart that with all the noise, she's never seen that video of Sebastian. But shout out to Bethany for sharing that video and you being able to see that beautiful video of Sebastian tonight. And I'm sorry your eyes are sweating, my love. Yes, Arctic did. He made a post about Sebastian on his community page today. I've already shared it. I'm fixing to pull that up in just a moment. If you guys would please, if you're not subscribed to Arctic, please run over, subscribe to Arctic. Share that post out, because believe it or not, likes and shares, a comment, even if it's just a hey you, thank you, and some green hearts under a video or a post, it does help the YouTube algorithm that is all of our nemesis to push that out.
Yeah,
It is
Doodle.
instant heartache.
Yes, Doodle. When you click on share, it'll say something, and it'll say quick share to YouTube. And when you click on quick share to YouTube, boom. And then all you have to do is like post a comment. Like I put green hearts above it, and it'll say share with your audience, and you click post. It'll post it on your community wall, and it'll put Arctic's post right there on my community wall. There was no having to copy a link or anything. It was a beautiful thing. I was in awe.
And this right here breaks my heart too. Dandy stepped away from the shit show that overtook Sebastian being missing. And what's so heartbreaking is even myself, like, I'm local to Madeline, so I was covering Maddie's case on my channel. But for those of y'all that follow me on Twitter, I was in spaces every Sunday night with Vern on Twitter, covering, talking, and advocating for Sebastian. And a part of the original billboard campaign that Vern did from Twitter for Sebastian. And for those of y'all that are unaware, there is another blip billboard campaign that Vern is currently doing for Sebastian, and he has not taken any donations at this current moment. There has been great advocates and people in the background that have shared their funds to be able to keep those up and running. I'll have to find it. What are you looking for, my love? All right. Let me pull this up.
Doodle, by the way, I just learned how to do that tonight. So it's not like I've been doing it a long time. I just learned how to do that tonight, literally tonight. So that's why I had to come here.
This is my community wall. Should I give a shout out? Shout out to Arctic. So I wonder if I make this big, if it'll make a difference.
Shout out to the Fox.
No, not really. All right. So what Kimber's talking about is like I did the same thing. I grabbed Arctic's post. I put 4 green hearts up here. And then this is Arctic's original post. And I love that picture. I love that.
Go down to the share button. And I do too. Go down to the share button and show Doodle how it'll share out like that though. Let's see if it'll do it on yours.
Well, on your phone. You have to do it from your phone, or you can repost. It looks different on your phone, but if you're up here, you just hit repost.
Oh, okay.
And then you can put it shares his original post.
Yeah.
And then you can put your comments on here like this.
Okay, I gotcha. But if you're doing it from your phone, it says
it's at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, it's at the bottom of the screen, Doodle.
Mm-hmm. But like if you're on a computer, you can share this post to Facebook. You can share it to Twitter, Reddit, or any of these, LinkedIn, Pinterest, whatever these other ones are up here, WhatsApp.
Or you can just do that repost, and that'll repost it to YouTube, right?
That'll repost it to YouTube, or you can copy the link, because if you have like Kick or some other social media that's not on this auto share list, you can copy this link and it'll share Arctic's post. It'll look just like it does here on my screen. Okay, so this was from ArcticFox True Crime, one of our amazing advocates, family, and an amazing creator and a phenomenal human being, and also one of my beautiful mods here on the channel. Sebastian is not just a case. He is a missing child, and a missing child is never a lost cause. No matter how much time has passed, he still deserves to be found, and his loved ones deserve the chance to bring him home. Awareness, compassion, and persistence can make the difference. Please share his flyer. Today marks 1 year since Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers disappeared from his home in Hendersonville, Tennessee. On the night of February 25th, 2024, Sebastian was last seen in the area of Stafford Court. By morning, he was gone. Despite tireless searches and ongoing efforts, he has not been found. At the time of his disappearance, Sebastian was 15 years old, 5'5", weighed 120 pounds. He has blonde hair and brown or hazel eyes, wears a black square-framed glasses. He was last seen wearing a black sweatshirt, black sweatpants. Sebastian has autism and has medical conditions that may impair his ability to return safely without assistance. The FBI is offering a reward on the information of his whereabouts. If you have information, no matter how small, please contact the Sumner County Sheriff's Office at 615-451-3838 or the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation at 1-800-TBI-FIND. Tips can also be submitted online at tips.fbi.gov. Please share his flyer and keep his name out there. Someone may have information that can bring Sebastian home. And then we have all of the hashtags here on the bottom. So I'm also going to this as well. I'm going to copy the link just like we just did in our YouTube share tutorial. I'm going to put Arctic's link in the chat to that post. Thank you again, Arctic, for posting that. It was beautiful. Again, I absolutely love this picture of Sebastian. It's a great picture. Such a cutie. He is such a cutie. All right.
He's a very handsome young man.
He really is. He really, really is. Thank you for dropping Steve's link. I personally know Riley Strain's family went to high school together, and his tragedy is how I learned about Sebastian and Maddie and the YouTube community I have come to love. Well, Ida, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being a part of the family. We are greatly appreciative to you being here. Send my love to Riley's mom, dad, family, all of his family. My son was the blonde-head, blue-eyed string bean that was downtown Nashville in the giant white Suburban the night that the unhoused gentleman fell into the Cumberland River. He passed out flyers. He talked to the homeless community down there and did all the things in Nashville one night. It is on the channel. If you want to go back and look at it, you may have been in chat that night. I had 7,000 people in chat. So I apologize. I'm not being rude or mean by any means, because it literally took me an hour and a half to get through the comments, because as many of you guys know, I do like to go back through and share all of your guys' comments, because I feel like it's important to be recognized, noticed, and know that we appreciate you. It was very well said, Josh the Posh, and Arctic, as always, got away with words. We love him dearly, and he's an amazing human being. And our Doodlebug also did phenomenal today. Every time has a life. She's growing by leaps and bounds. If you're not subscribed to Doodle, please take the time to go and subscribe to Doodlebug and our Kimber as well. Kimber's learning. She is in training on how to advocate with empathy, do no harm, and not become a victim of true crime, because we need this community to grow, but we need this community to grow in a positive fashion with people that care and want to learn how to do this correctly, advocate for the families, communicate with these families, and do the damn things that need to be done. Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
There was a petition that was signed. It's on my channel as well. It's on a short. The link to the petition is in the comments or in the description on the short. But I believe that it finally got taken up to the House, and they were discussing if it's not already been passed. It's called Riley's Law, and it's where the bars have to call for a safe ride because downtown Nashville is dangerous. Is there anything new on Monkey's case? Brandy made that announcement a few weeks ago, but I've not heard anything since. Not to change the subject. You don't ever have to worry about changing the subject when it comes to Monkey Michael Vaughan. As far as I know, other than the fact that a YouTuber that I still need to make a missing flyer for that chunk of hair that the baby monkey ripped out of his damn head, watermarked a interrogation question, however the hell you want to put it, video with one of the monsters that is a suspect in Monkey's case. But as far as that, no, there's been no update, and I'm sorry that I can't. I will let him know that you thank him. He was a nervous wreck, and Riley's mom and dad were right there across from him, and you can hear it on the live. He's like, "Mom, Riley's parents are right there." I said, do not walk up to them. They are going through enough, son. Please do not walk up to them. But if they walk up to you, politely introduce yourself. You can turn your phone so they can see who I am. Because of SF investigator Steve Fisher, I'm pretty sure they already knew my name because I hounded Steve and hounded him and hounded him. And my son actually took the time to go downtown Nashville and take pictures and things that, because I do a lot in the background. So there was that as well. Yes, there's Doodlebug's link. I'm trying to grab everybody's links, my channel. Of course, I'm having trouble connecting. Please check your internet connection. We talked about Rally the Dangers of the Bar, True Crime Tuesday, host Steve Kyle. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, guys, it is 9:30, so I'm going to end this live. I'm going to run through all of your comments here. I am going to end this live, and it should zap you to the other live, which will be our Vladic Hassel Tuesday restream of Bethany's TikToks that she does on Tuesdays for Vladic. So again, thank you guys all for being here. Yeah, I need to try to do more once these anniversaries are over. Thank you so much for everything you do, guys. No thanks necessary. In the words of Mom and Kimber, it costs nothing to be a decent human being. And remember, if you see something, say something. We never give up. It takes a village to raise a child. Kimber?
Be good humans and never lose hope.
Discord, my love. I will send you the link in Discord, and you guys have a beautiful night. Please, if you want to hang out, it's going to zap you to the next live, and I will catch you guys on the flip side.
Bye, guys. See y'all soon.